Questions?
Yeah, you're right. Coach, I asked Coach Nixon about the offense and kind of if he could explain what the offense is in terms for you defensively. How would you explain what this defense is this year?
There's a bunch of guys that's hungry, they've been flying around, working hard, playing physical. We just want to be one of the physical, most toughest teams in the country. So these guys are smart. These guys are having fun. They're a good group to be around.
Coach, what is it about when you look at this defensive line? We've heard a lot about Diggs and what he can do, but the rest of the guys, just how you want to utilize them if you feel there's going to be a lot of rotation in games and getting guys out of the field?
Yeah, as a unit, those guys are impressive. Just the way they work, their relationship, they're close, they spend a lot of time together. Those guys work extremely hard. The young guys are learning every day. The older guys are having great leadership, not just for them, but also like Tank, Elijah, Dennis, Chase. All those guys are really taking this thing by the bull horns. So I'm excited about that group because that group works their tail off every day. And again, they're fun to be around. You know, you got a bunch of guys who like to be tough, like to be physical, like to go into the ball. That's a fun group to be around.
Coach, coming from the SEC, you've obviously seen the size, and Marlo was telling us here how much the size has increased compared to last season. Just what can you say about the size on the defense this year?
Well, our triple conditioning program did a great job with those guys. They got them bigger, stronger, faster. These guys compete. They're going against our offensive line. And that group is a really big group, so actually they're bigger than us. So we get an opportunity to go against big people every day. And as long as we get a chance to keep iron sharp iron, we'll be fine.
What is the? Go ahead.
Take two.
What does the loss of Braylon do in terms of reps and who's maybe poised to get a little bit more now?
Well, just his leadership. You know, he's one of the older guys in the room, smart, can play multiple positions. So I feel sorry and sad for him at the same time because he worked extremely hard to learn the defense. And every day he showed up doing the right thing. So he's going to have a bright future, whatever that may hold for him. So he's still part of the crew. You know, he comes to every meeting, he sits in, he helps the young guys. So he's showing his worth with that group.
Is there a guy or two that is poised to get a few more reps with him, you know, not being able to take them?
Well, like you said, it's been competition since we started. And those guys been rolling. Guys been going with the first group, the second group, the third group, even the fourth group. So you got even young guys to get a chance to play with everybody. So we're going to mix up as many combinations as possible and see how guys play with each other.
Coach, who are some of the new additions that have stood out to you so far? Who's looking good so far?
The young group, the freshmen are really, they're doing a good job. Marad, King, Jihad, those guys doing a really good job. Even like Xavier got here kind of late. Those guys are catching on pretty fast. But like I said, you got Tank, you got guys that have been here before. I'm impressed with that group. Like I said, it's hard to decide right now who your starters are because they're all competing. They're all doing a really good job.
How about Clarence Lewis from Notre Dame?
I love him. I love him. He's a great kid. He's smart. He's competitive. He's tough.
Coach Brown talked about relying on his assistants and letting them do their job. How have you seen the relationship with you and him? Obviously, goes back ages, but and the other assistants and coaching here so far.
Well, at the end of the day, he's not just a great coach, but he's a great husband, great father. We're always looking for his insight on things on the defense. And again, he allows us to do our job. We're going to take advantage of who he is and what he knows, and we're going to ask him questions about the back end and the front end. So he's been really good for us, detailed every day, and giving us a chance to prepare for the season.
How has the defense, like some of the defensive veterans on the team, adapted just from the spring and now into the summer, adapting to your defense?
Those guys have accepted us, our staff, and whatever we ask them, they do. They're having fun with it. Like I said, man, these guys are flying around. They play hard. They're trying to be as physical as they possibly can be, but they're smart. And I love the way they keep their poise. I love the energy they bring every day.
To piggyback off that, how much do you think guys like Marta, Justin, Elijah can be the leaders of this defense knowing they have a ton of experience?
And so I appreciate those guys every day and what they bring to the table for us. They are the leaders. This is their team. And those guys show up every day. They lead. They not just on the field, but in the meeting rooms, off the field. Those guys do all the right things to make our job easier.
What's the process been like in adapting and bringing in some of the new guys, veteran guys like Clarence and like Marcus Washington, for guys who are veterans and who didn't join this team in the spring for spring practice?
Again, we got a unique group of kids, man. They accept everybody with open arms. As long as you show up and work every day, this crew here is going to accept you and bring you in. And then you just got to go out and compete. That's what it's all about. How you gonna compete? And how you gonna be dark?
Thanks a lot.
Good.